Welcome to As We Get Older. I'm Laura Orndeff, and in this video, I want to share something that I started doing that helped going through my parents' stuff and my own stuff a lot easier. Just helped me organize. Now, you probably have, several things that you do not want to part with. Okay? I'm not going to ask you to do that in this video. This is not what this video is about. You have those items, maybe some of them you cannot explain why you want them, but you do. Okay? But some of your items, and this is hard to acknowledge. When you look at a particular item, you may have to acknowledge that you are the only human being on this planet who wants it. Goodwill doesn't want it. Nobody on eBay wants it. Yard sale people don't want it. Nobody wants it but you. Your family doesn't want it. And that's hard to admit, that you value something that nobody else does. But that's okay. Now, am I giving you permission to value every single thing in your house like this? No. No. These are those special items. Now, let me tell you about a few of mine. I have probably 6 or 7 letters from my great-grandmother. Now, before you start going, oh, how sweet. No. They are store-bought cards. I send those all the time. Nothing wrong with that. But each one is signed Grandmother Hager, with the exception of the first one she sent me. I think it was like a month old. It was like, happy 1-month birthday. I was her first great-grandchild. Now, let me tell you about my great-grandmother. I'm sure she loved me. I have no doubt about that. But I don't remember her hugging me willingly. She was not an affectionate woman. I remember all the time when I was up there in Virginia, my parents going, go hug her. And I would go to hug her, and I would feel, very gentle tap on my shoulder, like, there. Again, I'm sure she loved me. Just hugs were not her thing. And that's okay. That's who she was. There's no judgment. It's okay. But when I see those cards, Grandmother Hager, I'm like, yep, that's who she was. Nobody else wants it. I never had children. And my great-grandmother only had 2. There were only 2 great-grandchildren. And, she doesn't want them. So what do I do with them? Because I'm not giving them up. Again, I don't feel oodles of love from them, but they're still my great-grandmothers. I treasure them because of that. So what do I do with them? My mother's college transcript. I came across that probably about 1.5 years after she died. And I'm going to be honest, I see why she never showed it to me, because she had more than 1 or 2 failed classes. Never knew that when I was in school. Never. And we will talk about secrets in another video. And I'll be honest, I do regret that I didn't know that, especially older, because, she and I had a great relationship, and we, great sense of humor, and I would have loved to tease her about it. I think we would have had a lot of fun with it. But I have her transcript. She wasn't some famous person. Nobody wants her transcript, but I do, and I am not giving that up. I treasure it. But what do I do with it? So I realized, when I would go through things, I would just kind of have a pile of like those special things, and I'd stuff them in a drawer, and I'd clean out the drawer. And so I finally just pulled out a box. I think it's like a Rubbermaid box. It doesn't matter the brand, but one of those big boxes. And I started putting those items in there. Now, I was very intentional. I did not put things like Social Security, anything like that. Like I still have my first paycheck. Okay, those of you who are younger, back in the day, we would get an actual check. And it had all of our information. And we used to actually put our Social Security numbers on just any check. We had them everywhere. But I still have my first paycheck. But it has my Social Security number on it. So that's in a different location. This box has nothing that you could really steal an identity. I mean, there's no Social Security number. There's no addresses. There's nothing like that. It's just stuff that means something to me, that for whatever reason, I don't want to display. Again, I'm going to hang my mother's transcript on a wall. I mean, I'm not going to do that. But my plan is, because I started this maybe a couple of years ago, and on the box it actually says, this is what it is. And every 5 years, I'm going to go through the box. Okay, I will confess, I have 2 boxes. I'll confess. I'll go through the 2 boxes and see if I can downsize. Now, I may not. I may keep every single item. I may get rid of a few things. I may get rid of a lot of things. Who knows where I'll be in, a few more years. But on the outside, it does say clearly what it is. So if something were to happen to me, that the people going through my stuff can just dump the box. They don't have to sort through. Is there anything that we need to save or shred or anything? No. Like, if you want to look through it, that's fine. But you can just dump it if you just don't want to deal with it. That's fine. So I guess what I'm offering to you is, as you're going through stuff, and it could be a box of probably I'll get rid of it, but I'm not quite ready at this point, then put that in a separate box. Hey, look at this in a year. Look at this in a couple of years. Look at this stuff with family. Maybe your family would like some of this stuff. But if they don't, it's okay, And if you're family members, be polite. Say no thank you. But when you're looking through your stuff, and if nobody wants it, make a decision. Again, I've got 2 boxes of stuff. But the rest I was able to let go. It's like, this is what I really treasure. Let the rest of the stuff go. So, hopefully I've given you a few things to think about. Talk to your family members. Talk to some other things saying, hey, do you want to help me go through some of this? Do you want to help me through these boxes? But I also want to stress, I did not give you permission to have 10 boxes. So don't show this video to your family and say, oh, Laura said I could have all the boxes. No, I did not say you could have all the boxes you want. No. 2, maybe 3 if you're just starting to go through stuff. But then in a few years, take it down to 2. Because my goal is hopefully very soon to have 1. So again, hopefully you've got a few things to think about. Please check out the other videos in my library. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video.